What's up, guys and gals? It's your host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys the next piece of One Piece. Chapter 1083, entitled, Oda Lied to Us. Sorry. It says, the truth about that day. Well, I read the chapter, and last time I checked, the truth about that day was left as a cliffhanger for this chapter. A truth we've been waiting for over a year. Yeah. Over, I think almost 2 years. Yeah. So, did anyone wonder why I waited to do this review? Because I didn't want to go on a 45-minute rant, otherwise, because I was kind of pissed. Not gonna lie. The chapter is the most misleading thing in One Piece I think I've ever seen. It's the most misleading chapter title I've ever seen in One Piece. Because it's literally saying it's gonna be the truth about that day is the chapter title. We don't know anything about the truth about that day yet. Ivankov literally asked what the fan base has asked at the end of the chapter, one panel, boom, and now that's it. We have no new information. We knew Cobra was going to go see the Gorosei. We knew that Sabo was blamed for King Cobra's death. We already knew this information. We have gained nothing from this chapter, and that kind of bothers me. We have gained information about how the Revolutionary Army has decided that their attack on the Celestial Dragons and Mary Joa is going to go, but we didn't actually learn any truth about the Reverie. We already knew the Admiral agenda was faulty at best, and now it's been proven that it's just fucking gone. We already knew this shit. We already knew Fujitora. I mean, the memes have gone around. Sabo and a few good men. That has been around for over a year. So the flashbacks to the fact that Morley was beating the crap out of Green Bull and stuff like that, that's not relevant. That doesn't... It's... I mean, I guess if you're happy to see it, great, but it's not information that anybody with reading comprehension didn't already know. So we didn't gain anything really from the flashback. And then the only other thing we actually gained from this chapter was the idea that they're going to put Mary Joa under siege by destroying the food reserves. Alright, I don't believe we knew that before. By the way, we already knew about the Gods Nights, so that's not new information. Once again, the only new information was the fact that they simultaneously, this is why Dragon is a master planner, fantastic, for Dragon stands, I'm sure they wet their panties over this one, but Dragon simultaneously decided to try to, turn 12 separate kingdoms all at once while Mary Joa was under siege, or under attack, and managed to turn 8 of those kingdoms. Ivankov is correct and says 7 because Lucia has been destroyed by Sama. But either way, destroying the food reserves and then getting 8 out of 12 kingdoms to turn, big play here. It's like Mary Joa is an impenetrable fortress, so why not just starve them out? It's a classic military move. I don't know if anybody ever thought of it, doing it this way to the Holy Land, but congrats. This all could have been told to us in about 3 pages. Because the rest of the information is recap. Recapping and flashbacking, showing us stuff that anybody with reading comprehension already knew. So there wasn't really a whole lot here. I mean, if you were a revolutionary stan, if you're big on the revolutionaries, if you stan Dragon, you love Sabo, and your panties get wet for Ivankov, which, who's don't? Tim Curry in One Piece? This guy's here for it. But, at the end of the day, if you're not a revolutionary stan, if you don't, if that doesn't make your pants tight, then this chapter is just there. It didn't really give us anything else, other than the fact that, okay, we're gonna starve out Mary Joa. That's literally what this chapter told me. No new information other than that. So 20 pages told me they're going to put the Holy Land in siege. Yeah, feel like I could have done that in a couple of pages. Just saying, that's why this review is taking so long, ladies and gentlemen. I've recorded this a few times because I don't want to really rant about it, because I don't want everybody to hate on me for saying, oh, One Piece isn't the greatest thing since sliced bread. And it's like, well, no, it's not. But still, I didn't mind the chapter. I'm just saying there wasn't really a whole lot to talk about because it's shit we've already gone over. Shit we already knew. There's no new information here other than the fact that Dragon's plan was to simultaneously cut off food reserves and the Heavenly Tribute at the same time. Fantastic. Could have been explained, once again, in 2 pages, because it was explained in 2 pages in this very chapter. Everything else was just, wasn't even gravy, it was fluff. It was things that, it was recap, it was nothing we didn't already know. Like even the flashback, like great, I already was not a fan of the Admiral agenda. I already knew that the new Admirals were not up to par. I already knew that. So, you know, it just didn't do anything. And the fact of the matter is that the chapter is entitled The Truth About That Day, which is King Cobra, all about him. Well, he's still alive by the end of the goddamn chapter. So, kind of the most misleading title I've ever read in a One Piece chapter. So, anyways, yeah, is what it is. This is 1083. I've recorded this 3 or 4 times at this point, and maybe this one comes off. In fact of the matter is, I think that this review comes off the least condescending out of all of them. I am trying my best to be unbiased about this, but seriously, it's been like a week since this chapter dropped. I just, you know, I had to get it out and stuff like that, and it was weighing on my mind to just finally talk about it. I knew I didn't like it. I knew it was kind of not great. Like, the chapter's fine, it's just nothing happens. Nothing happens in the chapter. So unless you're a huge dragon wanker or Sabo, then why do you love this chapter? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Maybe I'm batshit crazy. Maybe I'm like, I don't see the intricacies. Let me know. Don't hate on me. If you want to dislike the video, fantastic, but tell me why in the comment section down below why I'm wrong about this. Because as far as I know, the only new information was, once again, that we put Mary Joa under siege. That's it. So, like, yeah. Let me know why this chapter is so good. Everyone was freaking out about it when I first saw it drop on Thursday. It's now Monday when I'm recording this, and I still can't wrap my head around it. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. 1084 is probably going to be way better, and I'll be back to par, and I'll probably have a great reaction or great review for a solid ass chapter next week, or this week, I suppose, by this point. But anyways, that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this didn't come off as a hate video. I'm not hating on One Piece. The chapter was fine. I just, like, nothing really happened. So I didn't know really what to review or talk about, really, without, you know, this is my least, once again, did 4 recordings. This is my least condescending one, I think. So, yeah. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right. We'll see you guys back here next time. Have a good one. Sayonara, everybody.